Ready? Okay. And I wanted to start off here today by letting you know that I'm going to be providing some information on this investigation of a missing 5-year-old boy, Samuel Olson, and now 6. I just wanted to say that that's necessary in this investigation, that still needs to be done. So I'm going to be providing some broad details about what happened and kind of connecting some but just to start off, able to share because this is an active investigation, and there's going to be some things that we're really going to need to get right. So my team that I have with me here this morning, I've got Commander Null of the Homicide Division, and also I have missing persons investigators here with me, Officer Sean King, I've got Officer Brian Fort, I've got Officer Danny Doe, I've got Officer Martha Bailey, Sergeant Brendan McCord, and Officer Darren Busey. There's also, I just can't say enough, a team that's standing by me in case, you know, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the work of all of these investigators behind me, as well as some additional investigators as well that are not here, out actively still. And so I want to acknowledge Sergeant Persard and Sergeant Grimes and Officer Kraut, excuse me, Mr. Sergeant Brady and Sergeant Casso, and all of these investigators. Just an amazing, phenomenal job. But to the family members of Sam events that are here today. This is a tragic event. We've asked everybody here today to provide information, investigate 6-year-old son who was 2021 at approximately 6 p.m. Patrol attached to this part of town where they met the Dalton. The residence was Mr. Olson's girlfriend, Balboa. Mrs. Balboa, officers morning, that morning at 7 p.m. when she knows my residence. Ms. Balboa indicated officer kidnapping if she returned Samuel to the mother. Because she had seen Ms. Balboa that same vehicles. Ms. Olson told the officers heard this story. Balboa. He contacted mother investigation and made contact with Samuel's mother. They were provided evidence that Samuel was at her residence our morning. Investigators follow up on this case, doing everything efforts interview. Investigators covered inconsistent. Ms. Balboa. A collaborative effort was conducted by both the Missing Persons Unit and homicide investigators. Also, Texas EquiSearch assisted in searching multiple locations. A search warrant was obtained for the residence in the 15,000 block of the Gulf Freeway. This is the residence. On Monday, investigators in the Houston Forensic Science Center collected evidence from that location. That evidence will be processed and analyzed for its forensic value. Also, a 2012 that location to us. Yesterday, investigators were contacted by Jasper Police Department, and they were notified that they had received Crime Stoppers, the hotel in Jasper, Texas, in connection with this investigation. Jasper Police Department officers initiated contact at the motel with Ms. Balboa and eventually discovered the of a Ms. Balboa was taken into custody. This time, we believe the child to be Samuel, but we cannot come until the medical lead on the investigation and homicide investigators. At this time, the Harris County District Attorney, once the case has been fully investigated for additional if appropriate. Today, I just have this investigation, but there are other people that I know that investigate, and some of those equity has with the County District Attorney's Office, the Texas Rangers that helped out last night, Jasper Police Department, the Jasper County Attorney's Office, forensics. Would put up for. I'm not going to be able to provide information just because of the and the ongoing investigation. So if somebody has any questions.
There was, I think Monday, that detectives said that they believe that the child wasn't missing last week, but since April the 30th. Is that still something that you guys are looking at, or he disappeared on May 27th?
So we know that the last day that Samuel was in school was April 30th. So other than that, we don't have the information yet as far as when was the last time that he was actually seen. So that's a big part of what we're doing right now and the conversations we're having right now to determine when that was. But April was the last day he was in school.
The trauma or anything like that?
So I'm gonna, once medical examiners have done on that, and mainly because a lot of that we don't have yet. We just don't have it until.
Balboa said anything?
So she has been talking to investigators because, like I said, we had some inconsistent stories. So we have talked to her multiple times, and that's going to be ongoing.
Can you talk about a little bit the house on McAvoy? You guys were there yesterday, searching the house, searching the area. What was found in that investigation that led to, or in connection to Jasper?
So McAvoy was the location where Ms. Balboa reported Samuel missing from. And so obviously that's a place that we have an interest in. As far as anything else there that led us to Jasper, McAvoy doesn't have any connection at this time that we know of to that. What led us to Jasper was the Crime Stoppers tip that came in, letting Jasper PD know that Ms. Balboa was there at that location in a motel there in Jasper.
And that Dodge, excuse me if I missed this, that Dodge, do you believe that it belonged to her?
We believe that was a vehicle that she primarily drove.
Okay, but we don't think it belonged to her.
As far as the actual ownership, no, but that is a vehicle she primarily drove.
Does Ms. Balboa have any criminal record?
Well, I can confirm that Ms. Balboa is out on bond currently.
For what?
That would be for a assault with intent impeding breath.
Was there a protective order against the dad, Dalton Olson?
I am not aware of a protective order. A protective order. No.
From Ms. Balboa with Dalton, the dad.
There may have been some conditions of the bond, but specifically a protective order, I'm not aware of one.
So she was on bond on an assault charge against him?
Against the father of Samuel's father.
How did she get to the motel in Jasper? Was
So we're still investigating that, and we have additional people that we're talking to. I don't want to get into details, as far as that goes, because I think it would be very premature. But